Hello students, today I will discuss about inspection and quality control. We will discuss about what is inspection and quality control, the planning of inspection, what are the different types of inspection, what are the factors that influence the quality of manufacture, the concept of statistical quality control and the use of control charts in quality control. What is inspection? Inspection generally whatever components are manufactured in a plant that has to perform certain functions. So inspection is nothing but the act of checking whether the component actually does so or not. So it measures the qualities of a product or service in terms of predefined standards, and the standards may be the specifications or the quality of a product like the strength, hardness, surface finish, dimensional accuracy, and etc. Whereas quality control is a set of procedures which is intended to ensure that a manufactured product or performed service adheres to a defined set of quality or it meets the requirements of the customer or client. So the basic difference between inspection and quality control is that inspection is a process of checking the components, whereas in quality control we measure the quality of a product so that it meets the customer requirement or the desired specification. So what is planning of inspection? So there are basic steps in planning of inspection or inspection plan. First is why to inspect, or what is the need of inspection, why we will go for the inspection process. Second is what to inspect, that means the selection of product, whether we have to inspect the incoming raw materials, semi-finished products, finished products, or any other products that is used in a plant. The next step is when to inspect. So in this step we have to decide the date and time of the inspection process. Then where to inspect, we have to decide the the place for inspection. That means the inspection will be carried out on the shop floor or in a centralized location. Then what method of inspection, whether we have to do the inspection process manually or by any instruments or gauges or any machineries, that we have to decide in this process. Then last is who will inspect. So in this last step we will decide the name of the person who will do the inspection. The next is the types of inspection. So first is floor inspection. So generally the floor inspection is performed at the production place. So in this process the materials are checked at the machine or in the production line by the inspection team. This inspection team or the inspectors move from one machine to another and from one work center to another work center. And in this type of inspection, the inspectors or the inspection men have to be very highly skilled. The next is centralized inspection. So this type of inspection is generally carried in a central location with all the equipments, whether it is manual or any other gauges, that is housed in an air conditioned area. The different samples are brought to the inspection floor for checking. Next is combined inspection. So combined inspection is generally, as the name indicates, it is a combination of two methods, whatever may be the method of inspection, whether it is a floor inspection or centralized inspection. The main objective of this type of inspection is to locate and prevent defect which may not repeat itself in subsequent operations, and also to see whether any corrective measure is required, and finally to maintain the quality economically. Next is functional inspection. Functional inspection generally checks only the main function the product is expected to perform. For example, suppose there is an electric motor which can be checked for the specified speed or RPM and load characteristics. It does not reveal the variation of individual parts but can assure combined satisfactory performance of all parts put together. The next is first piece inspection. In first piece inspection, the first piece of the lot is inspected. This type of inspection is particularly used where automatic machines are employed. So any discrepancy from the operator as machine tool can be checked to see that the product is within control limits. The next is pilot piece inspection. So pilot piece inspection is done immediately after new design or new product is developed. If production is affected to a large extent, then the product is manufactured in a pilot plant. This type of inspection is generally suitable for mass production, such as automobile sectors, aeroplanes, etc. The last is final inspection. This is also similar to functional or assembly inspection. So this inspection is done only after the work is completed. It is widely employed in process industries where there are not possible such as electroplating or anodizing products. This is done in conjunction with all the incoming material inspection. Now, what are the different factors that influence the quality of manufacture of a product? As we know that the quality is very important for any plant. The first factor is money. Money is the most important factor which affects the quality of a product, as money, or you can say large amount of money, is involved in the production process. So in the present day of tough and cutthroat competition, companies are forced to invest a lot in maintaining the quality of products. Next is materials. So in order to convert raw materials into a high quality product, the raw materials involved in the production process must be of very high quality, which will give you satisfaction, or you can say the customer satisfaction. And third point is the management. Generally, the quality control and maintenance programs should have the support from top management. If the management is quality conscious rather than merely quantity conscious, organizations can maintain adequate quality of products. The next is people. The people or the workers or the labor force that are employed in the production process or in designing the products must have adequate knowledge and experience in their respective areas. If they don't have experience or the requisite skills, then the quality of the products coming out will be hampered. Next is market. Market for the product must exist before quality of the product is emphasized by the management. It is useless to talk about the quality when the market for the product is lacking. Suppose, for example, there is no demand for woolen garments in the hot climates like southern part of India. The next is machines and methods. So generally, to maintain the high standard quality products, the companies are investing in new machines, new techniques, new principles and new procedures, so that the raw materials can be converted into finished products that will be of very high quality. So here we will discuss about statistical quality control and control charts. So we know that quality control is the set of procedures which is used to control the quality of a product coming out of the production. Now statistical quality control refers to the use of different statistical methods in maintaining and monitoring the quality of different products and services. Generally there are two methods used. One method is acceptance sampling, which is used, or you can say in this process a decision must be made to accept or reject a group of parts or items based on the quality found in a sample. Suppose in a lot size you have taken a sample size of 5. So by use of different instruments or gauges you will check and you will determine, or a decision will be made whether it is accepted or the lot is rejected. So the whole lot, the future of the whole lot depends upon the sample size. The second method is statistical process control, which uses the different graphical methods like control charts to determine whether a process should be continued or should be adjusted to achieve the desired quality of the product. So what is control charts? Control chart is generally a graphical representation of all the collected information. The information is nothing but the quality characteristics of the items or samples. The characteristics may be speed, dimensions, size, accuracy, etc. So the use of control chart is that it detects the variations in the processing and warns if there is any deviation from the specified tolerance limits. So there are two limits, one is the upper control limit and lower control limit. So a product should not exceed, the quality of a product should not exceed the upper control limit and it should not go below lower control limit. If it does so, then the item or the product will be rejected. So widely there are four types of charts are used, that is in your syllabus, that is X bar chart, R chart, P chart and C chart.